The UP BJP rumblings. Is the party now caught in a major faction feud? Is Yogi Adityanath under increasing pressure after these election results? Will the BJP top brass redraw the UP strategy? And what of the role of the BJP top brass in, some say, mishandling Uttar Pradesh? Joining us now, Ghanshyam Tiwari's Samajwadi Party spokesperson. Anila Singh is of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Rajat Sethi, political analyst who's worked with BJP leaders in the past. And Sharad Pradhan, senior journalist from Lucknow, joins us on the show today. Appreciate all of you joining us. Sharad, why don't you kick off, because you usually have a very strong view on these issues. Is Yogi Adityanath on notice? You wrote a book on him. Do you believe somewhere this election result, people are looking for a scapegoat and the BJP central leadership is targeting him instead of taking responsibility themselves?
You said it, Rajdeep. Yogi Adityanath is being picked as a scapegoat when fact remains that he was not involved in the election process at all, in the sense that he neither had any say in the selection of candidates. As a matter of fact, his people close to him say that the candidates he opposed were readily given tickets by the BJP leadership. Secondly, even his picture was missing from the publicity material that was sent from the central BJP office, which is, and it was all about Modi and Modi's guarantee. And then to blame him clearly shows that BJP, this was cooking up right from 2017 when he was handpicked to become Chief Minister, only because for certain reasons, some reservations by the RSS, Manoj Sinha, who was Modi's choice, could not be installed there. So, and there was the BJP leadership hope, which is Modi and Amit Shah, that they would ease him out in the next 1 or 2 years. But they couldn't do it because Yogi managed to entrench himself deeply here. And by the time the next election came in 22, he had already established himself as a Hindutva icon. And the manner in which he started his own politics, he managed to get a lot of public support. But his style of working, his arrogant style of working, did not earn him friends within the party. He had earned more foes than friends in the party. And Keshav Maurya, who had been eyeing for the job right from day one, because he had earlier been the president of the party in the state, and he felt that it was his right to get the job, to get the slot of chief minister in 2017, because he had led the party to victory at that time. So he claimed. But he didn't get the job, so he was made deputy chief minister. In 22, Maurya lost the election, his own seat, for which he can continue to blame Yogi. And still there's so much talk. But in the bargain, Maurya, being extremely obliging, he built a whole big, I wouldn't say caucus, a good following of MLAs from the BJP. So, and he has been out to grab the job, and he knows that if he doesn't dislodge Yogi now, he will never get the job, because by
so
the
you're saying that's the prime. So there is this big. You're saying there is this big factional war that has broken out there. Anila Singh.
Absolutely. BJP
Anila
is a divided house in UP.
BJP is a divided house. Anila Singh, for all the talk of the double engine, the Modi-Yogi double engine, the election results and what's happened after suggest that the engine is not all working very smoothly. There are problems, there are rumblings.
My ram to all. And I was listening to you, I was listening to Mr. Sharad Pradhan, and it was all said that center is trying to make Yogi Adityanath ji as a scapegoat for the failure of Uttar Pradesh in elections. So I need to ask you one thing. Did Mr. Narendra Modi ji or Mr. Amit Shah ji, did they give any interview to you where they confided, where they told you that the failure of Uttar Pradesh is only because of Yogi Adityanath ji? Mr. Pradhan, I don't know why you are laughing. I'm not narrating any joke here. I'm telling you the fact. So keep on laughing. People like you.
No, so why are all these meetings? Just a minute, ma'am. Why are these meetings taking place? Is this just pure Atmachintan? What is it then? Why did Keshav Prasad Maurya say the Sangathan has been ignored? There are concerns, surely.
Did he say Sangathan has been ignored? उन्होंने ये नहीं कहा कि संगठन को इग्नोर किया जा रहा है, एक बार भी नहीं बोला उन्होंने. He didn't say this thing. Don't twist the words.
उन्होंने कहा संगठन को मजबूत,
सरकार से ज्यादा ताकतवर होता है. This is what Deen Dayal Upadhyay ji had mentioned. This is what he narrated. But
yes,
if we talk about
implication,
as a Bharatiya Janata Party worker, allow me, please let me.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead, ma'am.
If I talk as a Bharatiya Janata Party's worker, we say that Sangtan, our organization, definitely should be very, very strong. Because if Sangtan is strong, then only we can come in government. We can form the government. And if we are in government, then definitely it is going to empower our organization. So if I talk about the organization, or if we talk about the government, the ruling government, they go hand in hand. अगर हमारे पास आवाज है तो आपको आवाज सुनाई दे रही है ना. जिनके मुंह पे ताले लगे हुए हैं कि ताला खुलेगा, जबान अगर चलेगी तो आपकी जबान खींच ली जाएगी. Do you think those political parties who are governed by particular families, workers can say anything? Of course not. This is Bharatiya Janata Party, a democratic party. The only democratic party in the India has got that type of liberty in it.
So you're saying this is democracy. Let me, of course, give the exact quote of Keshav Prasad Maurya. Keshav Prasad Maurya made it very clear that it is the organization which is always above the government and everyone should know it. The implication that I was giving is somewhere that is not happening. Hence I used the word ignored. But you're right, Anila Singh, that was not the specific word he used. But Rajat Sethi, somewhere in all of this, is there an elephant in the room? And that elephant in the room is, many believe, Amit Shah and Amit Shah's close aide, Sunil Bansal, who apparently were the ones deciding on strategy, on ticket review, as they've done in Uttar Pradesh over the last decade. And therefore, no one is holding them accountable. It's all being put on the local leaders.
Well, I mean, if you look at BJP's ethos, organizational ethos, it is very clear. When it is victory, you pass the victory laurels back to the workers. And when it is defeat, the leaders tend to take it up on their chest and, do the introspection. And also, I believe, largely speaking, we tend to associate political competition with from a different prism than to competition that exists in every sphere of life. There is competition within the newsroom, there is competition in corporates, and there is competition in politics. Competition per se is not wrong. And this is why a living, breathing organization has to balance discipline on one side and the organizational, liveliness or that feedback circle to ensure that the right messages are going up. Right up to the very top, and this is the reason why.
But what about the top itself? You're not answering my question. Are the people on the top passing the buck to the local leadership for their faults?
See, I believe that if you were to pick Yogi Adityanath, Keshav Prasad Maurya, Amit Shah, Sunil Bansal, all of them belong to the same level of the party hierarchy that way. So it's the top leadership, and then you have the cadre below. If you look at the state executive, it's a very insightful point there that the state executive, this time when it was held in Lucknow, they had 5,000 people invited to the state executive. They went in and invited even mandal presidents and the district presidents, which so far were not invited. Their feedback was not incorporated. And for the very first time, we were seeing that, BJP realized, and it was very quick, in realizing that, yes, the Karyakarta voice is not being heard and we need to course correct it. And they made those course corrections very quickly. There are examples. Pick up Gujarat in 2017 or 18, around that time when BJP was struggling at 98, 99 seats. And everybody said that it is game over for BJP. And BJP came back with the highest number of majority numbers in that state in the next assembly election. So BJP is has a mechanism to incorporate feedback very quickly, adjust the inter-party competition that exists in any political organization, and tries to ensure that the overall disciplining authorities that remain at the very top are doing their job. Yes, there would be competition between Keshav Prasad Maurya or Yogi Adityanath, and that would be addressed within the party itself, following the due courses. This is what I take off. So I don't see any changes in UP. Things will remain as status quo. And if at all change has to be made, Prime Minister Modi will do it at the time of his choosing, not at the time of media's choosing or the opposition's choosing at all.
Okay. Ghanshyam Tiwari, It's not for the opposition to decide kaun banega Mukhyamantri. Opposition has been writing off, in a way, Yogi Adityanath. Opposition is suggesting that the center of the BJP is passing the buck onto the state. Opposition seems to be already celebrating. According to Rajat Sethi, this is all a part of introspection, which will lead to course correction.
Good evening, Rajdeep, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers. There are three things that are important at this stage. BJP, right from Mr. Modi to Mr. Yogi, is run by fear. And people have plugged off the engine of that fear. As a result, people within BJP organization are not fearful of Mr. Yogi or Mr. Modi. And when that happens in a house which is built by bringing people from different parties, Brajesh Pathak is not an original BJP Karyakarta, because he is Deputy Chief Minister. Even Adityanath did not belong to the organization of BJP. He built Hindu Yuva Vahini. So when Keshav Prasad Maurya says Sangathan Sarkar se bada hota, you have a Deputy Chief Minister responsible for the largest state in the country. A state that has floods in 20 districts, over 2.5 lakh people affected, thousands of villages affected, highest level of unemployed youth in the country, massive poverty, fighting inflation, and the Deputy Chief Minister says Sangathan Sarkar se bada hota. Then resign. What is this nonsense for a Deputy Chief Minister to stand up and say that I don't value the pledge that I took in for the people, by saying that he is aiming at Adityanath, but he's also shooting at his own foot. He does not have a credential to run the government. Adityanath himself does not have the credential to run the government. It is by fear. They ran a government where bulldozer justice was given against the poor. They ran a government where journalists were jailed for tweets. They ran a government where the number of custodial deaths still remains the highest. They ran the government because they could run it by using their religious propaganda and fear. And today people have cracked both of them. The second thing that drives BJP is greed.
Yes, go ahead.
The second thing that drives BJP is greed. Their greed that they will always stay in power. They'll always stay in power in Uttar Pradesh 2027. They'll always stay in power in India nationally. 400 par. The greed is over. People of India do not want a greedy party at the helm. The third and final point is, when you don't have a leadership that is visible, the entire administration fails. People in Uttar Pradesh, which is what Akhilesh Yadav, our national president, is saying, that nobody knows who's responsible. The administration doesn't know whether they should report to Amit Shah and the people in leaders in Delhi, or they should report to Lucknow. Nobody is in charge of turning around the poor state of governance in the state.
Okay. Let Anila Singh respond. You've really put out a charge sheet out there, Anila Singh, that Ghanshyam Tiwari is saying something has gone wrong. I mean, the BJP cannot say all is well. After what happened in the Lok Sabha election, clearly something has gone wrong. The double engine that you all have spoken about has certainly hit some kind of a break point.
See, they have got so much of free time that they have started analyzing and they have started investigation that why Bharatiya Janata Party did not do so well in Uttar Pradesh as we all were expecting. The particular figures that we are going to win these many seats. Good. Keep on speculating, keep on doing analysis. But the reality is the political party which vouches for Don Girdi, Mafia Girdi, they are saying it is the fear ka mahal. Because of the fear, Yogi Adityanath ji is able to deliver the governance. It is because of fear ka mahal, Modi ji is able to deliver the governance.
So why did you come down to 33 seats, ma'am? If everything is well, why did you come down to 33 seats?
Rajdeep ji, definitely there are reasons behind it. We know it very well. We cannot go in denial. And
what is the reason?
Not in denial mode at all. But it is not the work of the opposition or few of the journalists or the YouTubers that why we failed to get the number which we were expecting. We are on it.
Okay.
It's the work of our senior leadership, our organizations, post holders, and we are doing our job. So let us allow us that much of liberty.
Okay, so you're saying you're not in denial, but you're not giving me the exact reason why things went wrong. You're saying it's a process. Ghanshyam Tiwari, quick word and a final word from you, Sharad. Then first Ghanshyam Tiwari, very quickly.
Rajdeep, on the positive side, the tall leadership of Akhilesh Yadav ji, the strong social constituency of PDA is pushing BJP to the brink, where they know that neither in terms of leadership they can match what people are expecting from Akhilesh Yadav ji. The expectation is a mismatch vis-a-vis BJP, Adityanath ji, and as well as Modi ji. And second, in terms of the social combination itself, BJP is increasingly looking like a party that represents a paltry few people who are extremely well-to-do rather than the masses.
Okay, very quickly, therefore, Sharad Pradhan, do you see Yogi Adityanath now, if these by-poll results don't go the BJP's way, could we actually conceivably see Yogi Adityanath being pushed out and a Keshav Prasad Maurya emerging, or Yogi still remains Neta number one?
Well, you're absolutely right, because but I tell you, normally, in a situation like this where the ruling party has 273 seats in a house of 403, a by-election to 10 assembly seats would not matter. But in this case, it is being deliberately used as a weapon to ease out Yogi Adityanath. I can understand the party spokesmen cannot believe and would not accept the truth, because it is their job to defend the indefensible and to convert lies into truth and truth into lies. But journalists don't do that. Journalists have to read between the lines. If they expect that journalists should accept everything on face value, then we would not be journalists. So that is the difference between spokespersons and journalists. So, and fact remains, everybody here behind, obviously they wouldn't come out of the manner in which BJP's own MLAs and their allies have gone to blast Modi in no uncertain terms. What does it mean? Obviously, they do not have the gumption to do it without the support from people sitting in Delhi. Whether it was Ramesh Chand Mishra, or whether it was Moti Singh, or whether it is Anupriya Patel, and obviously, I mean, I don't.
So you see a conscious plan to undermine Yogi Adityanath at the moment, and Yogi Adityanath, in that sense, is on notice. We'll wait and see, though, how this plays out in the weeks ahead. Picture abhi baki hai, as they would say. Anila Singh, Sharad Pradhan, Ghanshyam Tiwari and Rajat Sethi, appreciate you joining me here on the news today.